Hi everybody, today I'll show you how to add pop-up on button click in WordPress. So let's begin. Alright, so to add the pop-up, the first thing that we need to do is to go inside the plugin and click on the add new plugin. Alright, so here we have to search for pop-up maker. So let's click on the search bar, write down pop-up maker. Alright, and now you will be able to see pop-up maker by pop-up maker at the top of the search. Okay, but one thing that you can see here, we are having a similar kind of a name by the similar kind of a company. So we also have the pop-up maker by pop-up maker as well. So you have to select this one with the green icon. Okay, so we have to click on install now. Now let's click on activate. All right, so now let's refresh the page and we will be able to see our configuration of the pop-up maker. So let's click on create your first pop-up. All right, so I'm going to write down the name of our pop-up. So that would be simple pop-up. Okay. And now I just have to click on save draft right now, because the first thing that we have to do is to work on the design of our pop-up. So for the design of the pop-up, I have to go inside the pop-up themes. And from here, you'll be able to see a kind of a different theme. And you can simply pick anyone from here and then you can customize it based on your own requirements. And if you wanted to create your own new pop-up theme, you can simply do this from here. But right now I'm going to go here with the enterprise blue. So let's click on edit. All right, so this is how our enterprise blue theme is looking. Okay, you can see here. So this is how it is looking. So we can simply customize this from here. Okay, so in the theme setting, we have the overlay, we have the container, we have the title, we have the content, and we have the close. Okay, so first is that I'm going to change the name of it. So I'm going to simply write down here, enterprise simple. All right. So in the overlay, I can change the color from here. So let's just try to change the color. So for that, I will need to click on here to the select color. And from here, you will be able to see that we have the different color. So I'm going to go here with the kind of bluish color. So let's click on the bluish color. And now you will be able to see a kind of bluish overlay on our background. Okay. So we can simply change the color from here, and we can also increase or decrease the opacity. So if I just increase the opacity or decrease the opacity, you can see the clear difference here. So that is how it's going to work. So I'm going to go here with 30 opacity. Okay, so this is looking good. And if I wanted to use the background image, I can simply use it by clicking on it. But right now I'm going to simply go inside the container. So inside the container, we have the 4 different options. So the first one is the container, second one is the background, third one is the border, and the last one is the drop shadow. So in the container, we have the 2 options. The first option is of the padding. So if you want to increase or decrease the padding of this, you can simply do this. And if you want to increase the border radius, you can also do this. So let's try to change the value of the border radius, and you will be able to see the difference here. But I'm going to go here with the default value, which was 5px. That is looking good. And just try to add some padding. All right, so I think this is looking fine. I would go here with 35. All right, and we also have the background. So let's click on it. So in the background, you can see here we are actually using a kind of white color. So if I wanted to change the color, I can simply click on any color from here, and that will simply change the color. But I think I'm going to go here with the default color. Okay, so let's click on default. I think this is looking good. And I can also change the opacity, but I think I'm going to go here with the default values. Okay, and after this, we have the border. Okay, so in the border, you can change the border style. So you can have the dotted, you can have the solid, and you can also see the other options here. So let's just select the solid right now. And for the solid, I can change the color from here. So I'm going to go here with the blue color. Okay, and I can also increase the thickness of our border. Okay, you can see here, this is how this is looking, but I'm going to go here with the 1px thickness. Okay, so now this is looking fine. And after this, we have the drop shadow. So if you wanted to change the values in the drop shadow, if you wanted to change the color of the drop shadow, you can simply do this from here. But I'm going to go here with the default values. So the drop shadow, we have opacity, we have horizontal position, we have vertical position, we have blur radius and spread. And in the last, we also have the inset or the inner shadow as well. So if you wanted to add the inner shadow, you would simply change the value from no to yes. And now you'll be able to see the difference here. But I'm going to go here with the outer shadow that was looking fine. And after this, we have the title. So in the title, we have the color, we have the font size, we have the height, and we have the font family. So you can see all the options that are related to the font. Okay, so I'm gonna change the color here. So that would be the black color. All right, and I would also change the font width here. So that would be 600. All right, so this is looking fine. And I think other values are looking okay. What we can do here is that if you wanted to change the font family, I can simply click on here and you will be able to see the different font families here that you can choose from. Okay, but I'm gonna go here with the default value. Okay, all right, so in the content we have the color, we have the font family, we have the font weight. Okay, and in the last we have the style. Okay, so first I would like to change the font weight, so that would be 200. And now I'm gonna change the color of our font, so I will use kind of grayish color. So let's just go here. All right, so I think this is looking fine. And we're gonna go here with the same font family, and in the last we have the close button. Okay, so if I just click on the close button, you will be able to see the different options here. So we have the journal, we have the side, we have the background, we have the font, border, drop shadow, and the text shadow. Okay, so the first thing that you can see here is the close button text. So right now we only have the X into it, but if I can change this into something like cancel or whatever you want to put here, but I think the X would look better right now. All right, so the second option is that we have position outside container. So if you want to position your close button outside the container, you can simply do this by clicking on this. Now you can see here we have the close button here, but I think we're gonna go here with the default value. And after this, we have the location of our close button. So right now this is on the top right side. So if I just click on this, you will be able to see the different options here. Okay, so you can simply change the position of our button from here as well. And after this, we have the values of the position from the top and the right side. Okay, all right, so if I wanted to change the size of it, I would simply click on the size, and you can see this, we have the different values here. So we can simply play around with these values. And after this, we have the background. So in the background, we actually have a kind of grayish color or the dark color. So we can also change this if you wanted to. And so let's try to change this. So I'm gonna go here with maybe white color. All right, and in the font I would need to change the color, so that would be black. Okay, and in the font you can also see we have the font size and the line height, so you can play around with these values. So let's change the font weight, so that would be 200. And let's just go into the border. So in the border I would actually like to add the solid, and the color would be a kind of grayish. I think that is looking good. Or let's just try to have the light color. That is looking fine. Okay, so that is looking fine. And I can also increase the thickness of it. So let's just try to change the value to the 2px or maybe the 3px, but this is not looking good. So I'm gonna go back to our initial value. All right, so after this we have the drop shadow and we have the text shadow. So if you wanted to add the drop shadow, you can simply do this. You can simply play around with the values. And if you wanted to add the text shadow, it works in the similar way. Okay, so I think we are okay with the design of our pop-up right now. So I'm going to simply save this. All right, so right now I'm going to go back to my pop-up that I have already created. So for that, I just click on all pop-ups. And from here, you can see this, we have the simple pop-up. So I'm going to simply enable this as well. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do, I have to click on the edit because I have to publish this from here. All right, so what we need to do from here, All right, so from here, we're going to simply edit our pop-up. So in the pop-up, what we can do here, we're going to write down the pop-up title. So that would be something, get a quote. And in the paragraph, I can write down something like this as well. Get a quote by contacting us. We can simply put this into the center. All right, so this is looking good. So right now, obviously you can put anything, whatever you need to put inside your pop-up. But right now I'm going to simply keep this really simple. Okay. All right. So after the content, we have this pop-up settings. So in the pop-up settings, we have the triggers, we have the targeting, display, close, and advanced. So in the display, first we will simply select the theme that we have customized. So let's click here. and you can see the option of enterprise symbol. So we have to click on this. All right. And after this, we have the size in the display, we have the animation, we have the sound, we have the position, and we have the advanced. But right now, we're going to skip these parts. Okay, so now let's click on triggers. So in the triggers, I have to create the trigger to open the pop-up. So I'll just simply click on add new trigger. And in the trigger, if I just click here, you will be able to see three different options. So we have to click open, we have to time delay, and the form submission. So right now, we're going to simply go here with the click open. And after this, we also have this stop showing pop-up once the visitor take this section. So the default value is basically pop-up close button. So if I just click here, you will be able to see the other options as well. Okay. So let's click on add. Now let's click on add. So we have simply added a trigger to open our pop-up. And now let's click on targeting. All right, so in the targeting, I can disable this on the mobile devices and also on the tablet devices. So right now, I'm going to simply disable this for these devices. And if you only wanted to target the specific page or something, you can simply choose the condition or you can simply specify it from here. So if I just click here, you will be able to see that we have the different options here. Okay, so I can simply specify on which page I want to add my pop-up only. Okay, so I'm going to select here the home page. And along with that, I can also select the other pages as well. But right now, I'm going to go here with the home page. Okay. And after this, we have this close option. So the close option, we simply have the text and we have these options of the form submission and alternate methods. And we also have the close button delay. So we'll simply keep the values like this. And in the last, we have the advanced setting. So in the advanced settings, we have the two options to disable automatic retriggering of the pop-up. And after this, we also have disable accessibility features. Okay, so right now I'm going to simply publish this. All right, so we have published our pop-up. So one thing that I would change here is the targeting. So I just simply remove this thing from here and I'll just keep it universal over our website. So let's click on update. All right, so now what we need to do to use our pop-up, that is really easy. We have to go inside the pages and click on the add new page. All right, so here let's just add the title of our page. So that would be pop-up test. And now we're going to simply add some simple text that will be click here to open pop-up. All right, so now if I just click on our text here, you will be able to see the option of pop-up controls. Okay, so we have to click on this. And from here, we have to select our pop-up that we have created. Okay, so let's click here. And you'll be able to see the simple pop-up that we have created. So let's select this. And now let's click on publish. Click on publish. All right, so now let's click on view page. All right, so now if I just click on our text, you will be able to see our pop-up here. All right, so now if I just close this, and if I just try to click on this again, you won't be able to see our pop-up. There is a reason behind this, okay? So whenever we click on the pop-up, it basically creates the cookies for our page as well, okay? So you can simply customize that in our pop-up editor. So right now, if I wanted to have our pop-up again, I'll just simply click here on the side and here you will see the option of cookies and site data. So I just simply click here and click on here and you will be able to see that we have one cookie on our website. Okay, so if I just remove this now and click on done and we have to reload the page. And now if I just click on our pop-up again, we'll be able to see our pop-up. But if you don't want to create the cookies whenever we click on our pop-up, then what you need to do, you just have to close our pop-up right now. And now you have to go inside our dashboard. And here you need to go inside the pop-up maker. And here you have to go inside all pop-ups. Now click on the pop-up that we are working on. So let's click on edit. All right, so here you will see the option of the triggers. So in the triggers, you can see this, we only have a single trigger that is click open and we have the cookie inside it. Okay, so we have to edit this trigger. So let's click on the edit in the actions. So here you can see that we have the cookie name. So I just simply have to remove this from here and click on update. So right now you can see this, we don't have any cookie. All right, so now let's just update this. Now what I need to do, I have to go back to our page. So let's click on here and we have to click on our pop-up test page. All right, so now if I just click on our pop-up link, you will be able to see our pop-up. All right, and if I just close this and click on this link again, you will be able to see the pop-up again. So you can basically get the pop-up on every time whenever you click on the pop-up link here. All right, so this is how you can create the pop-up on the button click. So if you really find this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel.